So what do you think about people that sit in the car and talk to themselves? Because that's what I'm doing, isn't it? Effectively, I'm sat in the car and I'm talking to myself. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Mind you, don't you think you have your best thoughts? When do you have your best thoughts? Is it when you're on your own in the car? Is it on the toilet? Is that just me? No, okay. Cut my hair's grey today, mate. Naturally grey or not? What should you do? Should you go grey naturally or should you dye it to make yourself feel better? My hair's short, so I kind of think I've got to go grey. They do stick out though in a totally different direction, don't they? Grey hairs just go in a totally different direction. It's when you find them in places you don't want to find them, it's really bad, isn't it, really? I mean, like, out your face. No, I don't. You know exactly what I mean. They are not okay anywhere. But there are some places, but I've got this one hair here. We're going back to the menopause again. Do you know, everything goes back to the menopause, I've realised now. Back to the menopause, but I have got this one that sticks out here, and it's really embarrassing. I think it's there again, actually. Well, there it is. Oh, I just pulled it. It's not funny. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to talk about heads and menopause and everything all the time. Can't help myself. It's a big part of your life when you get to like 50 odd. It is. It's like an everyday occurrence. Something else happens. Sweaty at night, sweaty in the day. Tired, can't sleep. Wake up in the middle of the night. Sweaty in the night, sweaty in the day. Hot sweats, going red. I haven't got that, to be fair. I'm all right. I don't go bright red in front of people, which is lucky. I go bright red when I'm embarrassed, which is lucky because that don't happen often, to be honest. But so many symptoms with the menopause, it's ridiculous. I didn't mean to come here and talk about the menopause. I was going to chat about sitting in your car talking to yourself, but I've moved on to the menopause. What annoys you? What annoys you? What annoys me these days? Things not happening when they're supposed to happen. Someone says they're going to be there at a certain time and they're not there. That annoys me. Things supposed to be happening at a certain time. I like life to be planned. I do like it to be planned out. When plans change last minute, I'm not okay with last minute changes of plans. I don't like it. Bothers me quite a lot. So, grey or not grey? To be fair, I've got grey on. I think I'm trying to get my hair blended into my t-shirt. Oh, maybe I should change my t-shirt colour so that it doesn't make my grey stand out so much in my hair. Oh, don't know there. Don't know. Anyway, so things that annoy me. I lost the plot, innit? So there's another thing. Things that annoy me. What annoys me? People in shops getting in my way. That annoys me. People not talking to me in shops. That annoys me. Like shop assistants. I don't mean the people I mean people at the till. If I go to the till, I want to talk to somebody. If I go to the pay and go, smash and grab, then I don't want to talk to anybody. So I want the people behind the counter to talk to me. When I go to Lloyd's Bank, because it's the only bank left that you get to talk to people, in my town anyway. Now, I like to talk to people, I like to go for a chat. The art of chatting is gone, isn't it? Everything is just, what's cashless and people-less, if I'm honest, don't you think? Cashless and people-less. They are really hard words to say. Just saying. So I like to have a chat. Don't you like to chat to people when you're out and about, shopping, pubbing? I mean, it's like a pub. I haven't drunk for a long time now, but I'm just saying, I'm going back to in the days when I used to drink. If you go into a pub and you sit at the bar, it means you want to chat, doesn't it? If you go to the pub and you sit on the table on your own, it means leave me the bloody hell alone. Don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't even touch me, don't come anywhere near me, I want to be on my own. But if you're sat at the bar, if you get a drink and you sat at the bar on your own, you want to chat. You want to chat, you want to have a talk, you want to have a laugh, you want to have a drink. That's back in the days that I used to drink. It's been a long time ago now. Let me talk about it. Let me talk about drink. I'm going to talk about drink now. That's got there quite in there. Never thought I'd be doing this on here. But my life and drink. I never really drank when I was a teenager. And then all of a sudden it kind of started kicking in my 20s. and it went a bit mad. And then I decided I'd leave my job. I used to work for Kodak, and decided I'd leave my job and buy a pub. And that's where it all went crazy mad, batshit crazy, if I'm honest. I bought a pub, then drinking got much worse. Then life went on. I kept drinking, just kept drinking and drinking. Cider makes you wider. Gin makes you thin, but cider makes you wider, and I got wider and wider, to be fair. Until, yeah, alcohol was a big problem in my life, a massive problem. I used it to just forget everything, really. Forget when I had a bad day, forget when things got me down. God, this is really depressing, this, isn't it? And it then became such a massive part of my life that it overruled my life. And then I got ill. I'd say I got ill. I was proper ill for a little bit and nearly died. God, I am making this so extreme. And then came out of that and kept drinking, obviously, because drink was making me feel better then, because I was recovering. But it weren't making me feel better, it was making me really quite bad. It was quite bad in the fact that the tablets I was on were not okay. I kept falling over. And then when the policeman keeps picking you up and keeps taking you home to the same place because he knows where you live now, it's not all right, is it? Something's got to give, so you have to kind of like stop it. Drinking lots of the different times of the day as well ain't all right, is it? Apparently drinking at 6 o'clock in the morning is not okay. I don't understand why it's any drink different to drinking at 6 o'clock at night. Is it really? But falling over because of drink and tablets are on, it's not all right. So something has to stop, didn't it? Something has to stop along the way. So I'm about 8 years clean and sober. That too, isn't it? God, that was really depressing. I didn't expect that to go that way, that far, that shocking. But yeah, and you know, I'm all right now, but I gotta tell you, in the beginning, it's not okay. It's not okay to give up alcohol. I've had to give up a lot of things in my life. Drink, bags, food. I've had to do it all. Oh, honestly, if there's any addiction out there that you've got, I've had it pretty much. I've had all of them, and battled all of them, and still continue to battle all of them. Anybody that's an addict or been an addict or knows an addict knows that you're called an addict because you can't give it up. You don't get addicted to stuff and then just stop it just like that overnight, because you're not addicted if that's the thing that you do. Anyway, God, this is hardcore, isn't it? I need to stop chatting about this. But yeah, sometimes it's tough. Life's tough. Life is tough. Life isn't all shits and giggles, is it? There are times and stuff that happens in life which is you need to battle through. And I've got to say, drink, it's remarkable. When you don't drink, people want to know why you don't drink, and then people say to you, go on, don't you ever just have one? Yeah, no, I just had one. And I know the policeman will be back picking me up again, but after 8 years he probably won't know where I live this time. Everybody just says to you, can you just not have one? The whole point is, no, I'm an addict, so just one is not an option. That's the whole point. Anyway, we need to smile about this now. So, the good thing about not drinking means I can drive everyone every bloody where, because that's my job now, innit? I'm just a driver. Also, it's a bit weird when you don't drink, because when you go out with people that do drink and like they're dancing and rocking and rolling because they've been drinking, you have to get there with no drink. It's much harder. Also, drunk people are lovely until they get to a certain point, and then they all piss you off. All of them, all at once. Oh, they're just on a different wavelength, and you don't notice when you're drinking, but they are just on a different wavelength. And then they're all right, and then something just clicks, And then you're like, oh, God, these people are getting right on my tits. So, being the non-drinker, if I'm ever around and you need a lift, don't ask me. To be fair as well, I drive like a taxi. I've been out picking people up and frightened that people are going to jump into my car because they think it's a taxi. That's not alright. I don't want dodgy people in my car. I don't. Dodgy drunk people like that. Don't want them. Just moaned about them. I don't want dodgy ones I don't know in there. Right, okay. I'm going to stop talking about that. I seriously do not know how I got there like that. That wasn't my plan today. But you and drink, how are you? How are you with drink? Is it okay? Is it something that's okay in your life? Is it something that you're in control of? Or is it something that you think you're in control of, but slowly getting worse and worse? And you're not really in control anymore. Also, because lots of my stuff's been about weight and drink and food and what have you. The one piece of information, well, I'll leave you with a couple of pieces of information. One is, no one ever drunk a bottle of wine and said, oh, I really fancy a carrot stick. Did they? And the second one is, cider makes you wider, gin makes you thin. Thank you very much. Have a good day.